global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings today. Some hours ago, fortnight ago, actually, the First Lady of Nigeria, the President's wife, Aisha Buhari, had called on all presidential aspirants vying for the position of president for 2023 elections on a closed-door meeting, a dinner actually, and gave strict instruction that it's going to be strictly by invitation and there will be no phones allowed, and of course, journalists will not be allowed inside the meeting. Well, it looks as if the whole agenda that was discussed in the meeting is eventually out. Of course, they cannot expect that such a lofty um, meeting of this sort that it will not leak out. Well, as you speak, the informations are all out. In the moment, you're going to find out what the reason why Aisha Buhari invited the likes of Tinubu, Osibanjo, and other presidential aspirants to dinner in Aso Rock. Well, before we go into the news report, like and subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. On Saturday, the wife of the Presidency, Aisha Buhari, invited Bola Tinubu, Yemi Osibanjo, Dave Umahi, and other presidential aspirants to a dinner at Aso Rock. According to media report, the dinner, which was for the breaking of fast, was well attended by presidential aspirants from various political parties. And many had wondered why the First Lady invited the presidential aspirant to the State House for iftar dinner, but during the dinner yesterday, she disclosed her main reasons behind the meeting. While speaking at the gathering last night, Aisha Buhari urged political parties in the country to consider using women as running mates to candidates running for elections in the country. She said that there should be fair play for women in politics in order to ensure bigger participation for women in elective positions. Some of the aspirants who were present at the dinner were Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Senator Chris Ngige, Governor Dave Umahi, Adamu Gaba, and Tien Jack Rich. In the report, which was made available, Aisha Buhari said that women have been actively involved in electoral processes in the country and their voting strength is noticeable, and it is high time they are adopted as running mates. She added that the dinner was also meant to give an opportunity for the presidential aspirant to share love and happiness with one another in the spirit of Ramadan as the next election approaches. She urged the presidential hopefuls to avoid violent tendencies and ensure there is fair play, especially during the campaigns. This action from the First Lady is quite commendable, and we hope that everything she urged aspirants to do will actually be adhered to. Of course, Nigerians are not letting anything lie low. Some kind of, were really nice about the words they gave to the First Lady. Some of them said that she has really talked like a mother that she is, and others have decided to call a spade without trying to, garnish her words simply because she's the First Lady. These are some pertinent questions some Nigerians asked the First Lady. You see, my simple question to Aisha Buhari is this. 1. Why didn't her husband pick a female vice himself? 2. If her husband were contesting the presidency again, would the husband have honored the invitation of the sitting president's wife? This is knowing fully well that her husband never honored one invitation of the then sitting president. 3. And talking about presidential hopefuls, avoiding violent tendencies, such an appeal could have been heartwarming if we never knew that it was her husband who threatened in the build-up to the 2015 elections that the baboons and the hyenas shall bet in blood if he didn't win the election. With all this information in mind, the question I and other Nigerians, that's some of the Nigerians asking questions now, we want to ask Mrs. Buhari is, where did she derive her courage and moral standing to champion and challenge the presidential hopefuls on the said matters contrary to anything I see this political move as hypocritical and deceptive, nothing more, nothing less. Honestly, Nigeria is already tensed. You may not like her move, you may also not like her actions, but honestly, I commend what she has done. Personal opinion now, it may differ from most Nigerians. If she didn't say, they will say, why didn't she say? Now she has said. I think you should commend her. Bringing all of them together and let them eat in one big table and let them just talk to themselves, at least like friends and colleagues and politicians that they are, and also plead that this is not a do or die affair. If we keep visiting the past, yes, there's history to guide us, but then history is not meant to repeat itself. If we keep visiting the past, then we're not going to give room for healing. I always believe in healing, dialogue, and diplomacy. Now she has seen already how the whole place is heated up, and she's now begging, pleading with other politicians to please, whatever it is simply politics. It shouldn't go beyond that because Nigerians and all lives of Nigerians matter. I don't think she has erred. I think she has done well. And I think Nigerians should commend her if she has done well. That's personal opinion. I know a whole lot of people in the comment section are, saying something different. But this is just my personal opinion. I think when things are so tense like this, a motherly figure in this manner or trying to dose the tension is well recommended. Hitting up the polity will only worsen it. Some of these guys had their family members abroad. Some of them, their children are schooling abroad. So even if the thing is heated up in polity, they'll just try, fly with their private jet and they're out of the country. They'll keep the country under flames and they'll travel out. So it's going to be those living in Nigeria that will feel the poor, they feel the pain. So anything that will encourage Nigeria to stay in one piece, it should be encouraged, it should be applauded, it should be commended. But then again, Nigerians are just looking at it critically without trying to even look at it, whether it is hypocritical or not. They're just saying it the way they feel it should be said. This one here is saying, Buhari had done what he could for the country. And that person here is saying, you are really an intelligent mother. Okay, that's much better at least. This one here is saying, that's the role of a good mother. And that person here is saying, I have seen any feature. I don't know what this one's trying to write. This one here is saying, forget all this hypocritical show up. Evil indeed, where is she? Where is she as a mother when bloodletting is occurring in Nigeria? Even now, she's fully not in the country. I personally don't like hypocrites in the system. Okay, this one here is saying, we did not expect to see any serious presidential aspirant at the event, and we were not disappointed. Only the desperado, who has now made Abuja their new home, showed up, not expecting anything to. Well, I noticed that during the call-up build-up of the invitation, a whole lot of people were in there. I think Peter Obi was not there, Governor Nyesom Wike was not there, I think Bukola Saraki was also not there. Tinubu was there. This guy, the former vice president of Nigeria, Atiku Abubakar, was also not there. Most of PDP faithfuls were not there. But then again, it's actually their personal opinion. That's what we're going to wrap it up. Well, let's move to that conversation. What's your take on what she's actually pleading the aspirant to do for the sake of peace?